Well, the turbulence in West Asia over the years has painted the region in a certain hue. But is violence and also the upheaval all that defines West Asia, or are there other stories that remain untold? Stories of normalcy, of people enjoying their weekends with family and friends. Our West Asia Bureau Chief Daniel Pagani spent a night out in the streets of Amman to see how the Jordanians enjoy the city's nightlife.
It is the end of the working week here in Jordan, and we are in the capital city of the country, Amman. And if you thought that the Middle East was only about war and conflicts and trouble, where you may want to think again, people, as you see, are enjoying finally their weekends after a week of hard work. Behind me there is Rainbow Street, which is one of the most famous streets of Amman, where people of every age come and enjoy their weekends, smoking a shisha, having a shawarma and enjoying with their families and friends.
As is common across West Asia, people in Jordan too are attached to their families. In Amman, seeing parents out for ice cream with their kids in the evening is a common sight. But youngsters prefer roaming around with their friends on the streets of the city for hours on end. Strong coffee with ground cardamom is a staple through these hours of fun. It helps that Amman is home to scores of 24/7 coffee stalls. If you happen to make your way onto some of the more fancy streets, you will be invited to sit in and enjoy a shisha or two at one of the many shisha cafes around. A situation common across capital cities of West Asia. Alcohol is generally not served at these joints, but should you want a beer, you can swing by one of the liquor shops open late into the night. A real evening in Amman is incomplete without friends gathering to chat over extremely sweet smoothies and shishas. In some places, mostly in the main street and in luxury hotels, it is common to see both men and women sitting in the cafes. Unlike the Lebanese capital of Beirut though, clubbing is not very common in Jordan. But as the night goes on, public spaces become more male-dominated. Women are very seldom seen out and about. This is the situation in Amman, the capital city. When it comes to the rest of the country, once the sun goes down, it is nearly impossible to find unaccompanied women out for an evening of fun. Cars are definitely a centerpiece in Amman's nightlife. Traffic jams and honking are definitely something that India and Jordan have in common. But Amman's jams are nothing compared to the traffic scenes in megacities like Delhi and Mumbai, where long hours can go by in a sea of cars, bikes and trucks. But back on the streets of West Asia, sometimes coffee is not enough to keep things going through the night. A nice juicy shawarma with some pickles is essential. And as is the case with coffee stores, shawarmas are easy to come by at almost any point of time in the night in Amman. Then your belly full and a good cup of coffee in your hand, you're back in the car and the night begins once again.
And one of the things that Jordanians love the most during their late night evening is they roam around with their car to show off their car stereos and to show how powerful their woofers and subwoofers can be, as you can definitely hear here on Rainbow Street in the most famous road of Amman. Everyone seems to be on a car and everyone seems to have a very powerful car stereo. From Amman, Jordan, Daniele Pagani for WION.